The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read. Your source for news, politics, sports, and all things trending. Here's your host, Marcus Gentry.
Now, you not only got to worry about your information getting leaked, but they done literally map out all of your locations. You like, oh no, Zay, you can't really even find nothing in here. You don't listen. I just told you. It is searchable. You can look through this and find the people. Not only did the TF not protect anybody, it quite literally put you in danger. And I've seen a couple comments in the comment section where y'all was like, oh, I'm still waiting to get in. Ignorance is your best friend. Every serial unaliver in America could likely go on here at any given point in time. And
I just want to say again to some of you men out there, I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. If you on this list of one of these women's doing this to you, get your passport, sue the woman and the app. Sue. Don't be violent towards that person. Take your resources and go somewhere else. Because men gotta realize in America that resources is king, which is the reason why a lot of these women will dump the man that they sleep with to be with a man they just met because he has resources. One or two of you guys leaving the country, going someplace else with your money, finding you a wife somewhere else, it's not going to matter to these people. But 10,000, 20,000, that's when people's eyebrows are going to start raising. That's when people are going to start saying, damn, all the resources in the community gone. The resources are gone. So what these women are going to have to do is go back to the married man who they've been sleeping with. They've been sleeping with you, but they don't really want to be with you. You a resource. They really want to be with the rich guy or the hood rich guy. So now when you take your resources from that woman, she don't have any resources or help. So she's going to have to go back to that same married man who has resources. That's going to put a burden on him. Because his wife might catch him. He's spending more money on his side piece or his bitch or his side bitch. All of that. This is the reason why a lot of wealthy and well-to-do men are shaming men who have less money than them for going other places. Because they don't want that headache. They want to get the buns, but they don't want to cough up all the funds. They want you to play with your funds while they keep their funds and have sex with the woman you spending your money with. I hope y'all understanding me.
Find where you live, find out anything about your household, and do God knows what. Please think before you join stuff like this, just because you heard about it online.
Yo, all y'all on that new T app? 3 girls getting leaked. Was a big data breach. Every woman who put someone's picture up there is cooked. They got all the pictures. So basically, if you put your ID, which you need your ID to put someone's face on there.
I looked at some of these women's faces. A lot of these women look like jump offs. Because remember what I said. 80% of the women chase 10% of the men. That means even the normal girls who are supposed to be dating normal guys, they don't want you. So they get ran through and get sent back to you with a wet ass and a whole bunch of mental scars. You got to understand how this is going down. All of these average, regular, schmegular ass women in this picture, I've seen some of these women faces. I had to go through and look at some of these women. Some of these women are regular Joe Schmoes. Regular 4s and 5s. They done got ran through and dumped.
You're cool. They got your photo, they got who you put on there, and everybody knows. They even got y'all IDs, bro. They're locked in. This is a dub for the dudes out here. If you see yourself on that app, you're able to literally see the person's ID and the person's face who put it on there, because there was a data breach. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If your face is on there, bro, go on there right now. And these look like the people who would be on there. I ain't gonna lie.
You heard what he said?
Hey, we putting out the great news now. Hey, all y'all cheaters out there, all y'all crazy dudes out there, hey, spam up the dubs. Because y'all life might actually be saved. This T-app is actually getting cooked. And they're going through fire right now. This app might actually get deleted, not even just because of the data breach. Hey, rest in peace T-app already. It only went viral for like 1 or 2 days.
He launched in 2023 as an exclusive invite-only platform that let women anonymously review the men they date, flagging red or green flags, sharing tips, and checking backgrounds. That's important here. They were doing background checks on these people. The verification required a selfie and a photo ID.
No way, that T-app that they've been telling everybody to download, yeah, it was hacked. All 72,000 people who signed up and took that profile picture, they exposed like everybody. This is
Now look at this woman. She's a regular schmegular ass woman. She's on the T-app. She's on the T-app. She should have a construction worker husband, a truck driver husband. You know, she don't. Come on, get real.
It's crazy, y'all. I've been looking so hard because I did sign up, and I'm really trying to find my picture. Like, I really want to come across my own picture. This is crazy.
The T-app has just committed one of the most reckless data breaches of the decade. Every user who submitted a driver's license or face photo for verification has been exposed. No password, no token, no login.
They promised transparency, safety, and exposing the bad guys, the red flags, as it were. By July 2025, it topped the U.S. Apple App Store, amassing over 4 million users and a waiting list nearly 1 million strong. Why did it go viral? It filled a gap. It gamified the trust. Users could signal red flags or vouch for men in the rare occasion. It felt exclusive and mission-driven, built by women for women. When we really find out who was making this app,
I don't know why women, time and time again, women just keep proving with just how dumb they are. Like, y'all so easily influenced. Like, this whole app was just full of shit to begin with. Honestly, I think a man is behind it. A woman did not create that app. It's a man that collecting all y'all.
So TL started honestly from trying to protect my mom. As crazy as that is, you know, my mom.
This is the weirdo who started that app. His 60-year-old mother wanted to get back out here and get her back blown out, and he tried to help her get on some kind of dating site, and she kept getting catfished. This is what he says. But look at this guy. We don't know. This guy could be a homosexual. This guy could be a CIA operative. This guy could be, some dude who feel like his moral compass is better than everybody else's. You got those guys out here that feel like they're real men because their moral compass is better than yours. But what he don't realize is you gave these women a way to harass somebody. Half of these women don't even really know these men. But you gave them a way to harass somebody talking about morals. What kind of morals does that say about you? Let's continue on.
Is more recently single, and she wanted to try online dating, which I was like, super excited about. So we kind of took my mom out, we did a little photo shoot, I helped set her up with a profile on Match.com and kind of like let her on her way, you know, go mom, have some fun. And yeah, I don't know, I mean, I've been on dating apps before, I don't know if you guys have, but for me it was always like a pretty pleasant, straightforward experience, you know, but that's not what it was like for my mom, you know. For my mom, there was like, I don't know, she had matched with like a 35-year-old Instagram model on there. I was like, look at this guy. I'm like, Mom, can we see what you're...
This is the type of dude right here that's so in tune with trying to wear that Superman cape for women that he can get married to a woman and she fucks off on him for 20 years and he'll never even be aware. He just might be aware sometimes, but he's such a cuck. A guy like this dude right here will have a wife that's sleeping with the trainer, the pool boy, behind his back. One of her son's best friends, behind his back, for 20, 30 years. That's who this guy is right here.
Mom looks like under 60. Like that's not a real person.
On TikTok and Instagram, women shared stories. I recognize a red flag before Tinder, or he was a registered offender. I didn't flag it until I saw it on T. On July 25th, 2025, users on 4chan discovered a publicly accessible Google Firebase bucket, no authentication required, holding tens of thousands of uploaded photos.
It's about 20 of them. 20 of them taking it to Facebook and they letting people they know, and then the people are letting them people know. And one of the dudes, I said, hey man, let me know. Let me know when y'all start the group, when y'all start exposing them, let me know and add me, because then I'm taking it to the Patreon. Yes. Bring it on! Yes, I'm letting the brothers in the Patreon.
And once it gets to the Patreon, it's not going to get shut down. That means you could post pictures of these hoes running around from hotel to hotel, ass in the air, running, getting trains ran on them. That's what he's talking about.
I know. They're going to start a group. Only the guys can get in, and they're going to be exposing them like they used to. There was groups. There was Facebook groups back in the days where they were exposing all these 304s. You know where they messed up at? These groups kept getting taken down. You know where they messed up at? They messed up at because, I'm gonna keep it a buck, it was the Pookies who was starting these groups. And these Pookies are so aligned with Keisha, they were too slow to realize if you're gonna start a group exposing these 304s, you can't let the 304s in, man.
I like I said earlier, I disagree with the content creators on this particular issue. It's not the Pookies. The Pookies have no fight in this. We can call these men Pookies all we want to. These men are men of means. These are the wealthy guys. These are the hood wealthy guys. Most of these women won't even look at a guy that ain't got no money. So we can call these guys Pookies all we want to, but it's not them. It's not the dude that's sitting up on somebody's porch drinking beer, smoking a blunt. It's not those guys. Most of them women look at those guys like big bruh. She ain't trying to give him no play. She ain't trying to give him no pussy. Most of these guys running through these women are well-to-do men. And it doesn't matter if they're well-to-do in Bel Air or they're well-to-do in the projects. These are well-to-do men who got, they could be in the projects with 26-inch rims on their 24-inch rims on their car. You know, they bring that sack in. They're not living in a mansion, but they got means. Let's continue on.
They had the 304. They was exposing 304s, and the 304s were in the group.
Poor.
The 304s would be in the group, see their pictures up, see them. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. They were uploading photos in the group of them getting cracked, getting taken on dizzy tours. It was crazy. It was crazy. This was a while ago. And the group kept getting taken down. It kept getting taken down. And the reason why it kept getting taken down was because they kept letting the Keishas in that was getting exposed, and the Keishas was reporting it.
I'm sorry, AC. I gotta disagree with you on this. I agree with him on most of the stuff he talks about. The guys he's talking about that started this group exposing these whores and these women out here, because there is a difference between a woman and a whore. The guys that was exposing these whores out here, there were also guys in there that had their cape on. You know, the believe all women type dudes. No matter what a woman does, she can slap you in your face, pull a gun on you. You supposed to run down the street like Jonathan Majors. You got guys like that was in that group going back to these 304s, telling them what they were seeing, backstabbing other men. So on that particular part, I gotta disagree with AC on. It's not the Pookies. These guys are high out their mind. They get pussy whenever they can. It's the well-to-do guys. Whether they well-to-do Pookies or well-to-do rich men in regular jobs.
What clubs does he go to? Another person asked on a different post. He's cute. The app, which appears to have been advertising itself online since at least last fall, allows users to solicit feedback about specific men they're dating. I mean, kind of sounds like this is a lawsuit waiting to happen. Just like personal information being thrown out there about people. This sounds like an absolute shit show. What about HIPAA and privacy laws and everything else? Like, this is crazy that this was even allowed in the first place. But regardless, Walker, 22, is among the 4 million users on the woman-only safety app, which this week became the #1 free app in the Apple App Store. It picked up viral traction in the last month after some people began talking about it on Reddit and TikTok. The app gained more than 900,000 new signups in the last few days, which is insane. T said on social media, getting off the wait list can now take days, an inconvenience many new users complained about in comments on the app's Instagram post. Upon opening T, users are presented with local men whose photos have been uploaded. Like, not by those men, by the way. Other people have uploaded, okay? Along with their first names. For each of the men, other women on the app can report whether they deem him a red flag or a green flag and leave comments about him. So here's the thing, by the way. I'm not against this in the sentiment of green, red, like people can do this, that's fine. But the problem that I have is leave comments about him. Because this is where you get into the legalities of what you're saying about the person that you would need to factually back up, or you could legitimately face a lawsuit about it, where it's like you just say whatever the hell you want about him, and that's pretty sketch. That's pretty sketch. such as recounting negative dating experiences or vouching for him as a friend. So, pointing out that these dudes are gay. I've seen so many people I know on this app. It's crazy, said Walker. A Cleveland area user joined the app last week after seeing multiple viral posts on it. Like, oh my God, I would never think all this stuff about them. Also, think about the issues that you have with the fallout with this, where people have their image uploaded and then gets berated by people that don't like them, or an actual harassment campaign that's been organized that gets shared with other users on the internet that don't like a person and pretend that they know them just to say bad things about this person. I see this as such a shit show, like in the making. It's crazy to me. He identified unauthorized access to one of our systems and immediately launched a full investigation to assess the scope and impact. About 72,000 images, including 13,000 selfies and photo identification images submitted at sign-up, and 59,000 images shared on the app itself were accessed and potentially, it's not even potentially, I've seen them. We're going to go through them. They have been leaked. It's out there now. But remember here, right here, this is really, I want to make sure we highlight this to just make sure. This is Exhibit A for what people are always concerned about with the privacy of photo identification. They say it's deleted after review. We just need to do this initially to prove that you are who you are, but we're not keeping it. We're not going to. Oh, really? Because you got hacked and you kept everything. That's weird. That's weird. The spokesperson said the photos were originally stored in compliance with the law enforcement requirements, and the app is now working with third-party cybersecurity experts. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here you go. Ready? Let's get into it. I could keep reading this, but it gets even better. Let's go to another one from NBC on the follow-up. Hackers leak 13,000 user photos designed as a woman's safe space.
Like I always say, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So now, you mean to tell me you worried about safety and privacy when you're not worried about men's safety and privacy? 3 people have got unalived because of this T app. And one of those 3 people was a little girl, an 8-year-old, who was accidentally shot.
The viral app requires new users to take selfies, which it says it deletes after review. By the way, guess what they don't do after review? Hackers have breached the T app. Why does it do that? Which recently went viral as a place for women to safely talk about men. And tens of thousands of women's selfies and photo IDs have now seemingly been leaked online. Spokesperson confirmed the hack on Friday. The company estimates 72,000 images and 13,000 verified photos and images of government IDs have been accessed. So we have government IDs, screenshots of licenses that have been blurred out. This is raw alerts saying breaking. The controversial women-only app T has suffered a massive data breach, leaking nearly 60 gigabytes of verified user selfies and verification photos. Earlier today, the women-only app T, a platform where users anonymously post warnings, which, by the way, hold on, women-only app. What if you're a dude that pretends you're a girl? That kind of flies in the face of what these same exact women always push for, doesn't it? And share information about men to flag red flags was allegedly hacked by users on 4chan. The breach exposed tens of thousands of users' uploaded selfies and verification images, sparking serious privacy concerns. Often labeled as a man-doxing app by critics.
That's what this is. It's a harassment app. And when you see some of these women on this app, I'm not going to speak on the women, but most of you men are going to be like, oh yeah, she'll jump off. You're going to look at some of these women and be like, man, that's 1 o'clock action. 1 o'clock a.m. when nobody's looking, I'm going to pull up in her yard, park my car around the side of her house, knock on her back door. When you look at some of these women on this picture, you're going to be like, oh, no. And you'll finally get to understand what's going on.
Which is, I would say, if it was just a green or a red, and it forced you to be in the area of the person and it was anonymous and you couldn't search by name, I'd say that's fine. But when you're able to search by name, you can do it from anywhere, then that involves potential targeted harassment for men that maybe have a lot of people online that don't like them for their particular worldviews. They're actually a perfectly fine gentleman out there. And it's curious. T was founded by Sean Cook, who created the platform after his mother was catfished and unknowingly engaged with men who had criminal records while online dating. Driven by a mission to make dating safer for women, Cook built T as the first ever safety-focused dating platform.
That whole story sounds like a made-up story. His 60-year-old mother wanted to get back out here in the dating market, basically get some dick. She wanted to get back out here in the dating market and was catfished, so he started this app. I don't believe it.
Exclusively for women. We have an update here. Update. Maps are now being created by users to track the women who were doxing men by sharing their personal information on the T app, an app known for mocking and exposing men after it suffered a major data breach by 4chan. Yikes. I think Alaska might be in the clear for the most part, but damn, Midwest, damn.
Look at all these women. That's a lot of people. All of these women are scorned and bitter because the 10% of the men, remember what I said, 80% of the women chase 10% of the men. All of these women right here chasing the same guys. They don't want regular Joe Schmo, the guy who's been wanting to be with her since high school. They want the jock in high school that drives the Ferrari. And he's looking at her like, shh, whatever. I do need some head. I come through there about 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, she wants to go out with him. He's like, nah, I'm tired. I'll just come by your house about 1. Y'all see what's going on.
This comes to us from Stutter Greg.
Look at these women.
About the team.
Look at this, just 2 of them. Unbelievable. They look like jump offs. And I'm not even white. I'm a black guy. I mess with white women sometimes. But I know white men, they look at these women like this, like, what? Yeah, I come by your house to smash. You know, 2 o'clock in the morning. When I ain't got shit to do, I'm drunk out my mind. I done hung with the homeboys all night. They pissed. Both of these women supposed to be dating and marrying the mailman. That's who their husband is. Your husband is the mailman, and your husband is the pool boy. Let's continue on.
Yeah, this was 2 of its users, and that's really all I need to know.
absolutely poetic.
Hilarious.
Called it the ultimate karma moment. The same women who were hiding behind anonymity to potentially defame, harass, and dox men are now having their information spread across the darkest corners of the internet. Think about the supreme irony here. You had women posting men's photos without consent, making unverified claims about their character, potentially ruining reputations and dating prospects, all while hiding behind fake usernames and promised anonymity. These weren't just safety warnings either. I've seen screenshots of posts calling men small dick energy for not texting back fast enough, or red flagging someone because they split the bill on the first date. Some posts included full names, workplaces, and social media handles of men who simply just didn't want a second date. Where's the crime in that? And now those same anonymous reviewers are the ones getting doxxed. Their real names, faces, government IDs, home addresses, and every cruel comment are circulating on 4chan and being archived forever. The very anonymity they used as a weapon just became their greatest vulnerability. So be careful what you post on the internet, guys. They can find you even if you think you're anonymous. What makes this even more karmic is the nature of the platform itself. T wasn't really about safety. At least that's not what it evolved into. I do believe the founder when he says that's why he started it. I also believe a lot of women probably do use this for safety, but there's a huge chunk of them who didn't really care about the safety aspect and abused this app, turning it into something that was more about harassment with plausible deniability. Legal experts were already calling it a defamation lawsuit waiting to happen. You can't just post someone's photo and make unverified claims about them. That's textbook defamation. But when you're anonymous, it is kind of hard to hold you accountable without a lot of work to get these platforms to give over your real identity.
And this is why they do this to guys who don't have nothing, or guys who got less money, because a wealthy man can sue. A wealthy man can hire somebody to go beat you up. Make no mistake about it, they're not doxing most of the wealthy men. They might talk a little junk about him. Let's continue on.
T gave users a harassment platform with fake safety marketing veneer. Now that the mask has been ripped off entirely, we're seeing the real consequences. Some of these women posted dozens and dozens of reviews, often including personal details about men's finances, family situations, and intimate moments. That's not safety, that's revenge porn. For the digital age, it's disgusting. The beautiful irony is that the people who thought they were untouched behind that anonymity are now facing the exact same exposure they inflicted on others. And unlike the men they posted about, who often had no idea they were being discussed, these women actively chose to participate in a platform with the intent to harm others. And here's the terrifying technical reality. This data is out there forever. When 4chan users mass downloaded 60 gigabytes of personal information, it didn't just disappear when T fixed their security. That data has been copied, redistributed, and archived across multiple platforms. We're talking about BitTorrent networks, encrypted file sharing services, and dark web marketplaces. We're likely looking at hundreds of individual defamation cases. Unlike typical social media platforms, T encouraged and facilitated the posting of unverified negative.
Basically what she's saying in a nutshell, you men who find out you're on this website, go after these women. Not physically. I'm not promoting that. Whatever car they got, whatever rich man that they dating, he's a simp. He's gonna pay it. Start suing these women, putting lawsuits on their ass.
Information about identifiable individuals. That makes them potentially liable as more than just a platform. The legal precedent here is terrifying for similar apps. If T faces massive liability for both the data breach and the defamatory content on their platform, it could kill the entire anonymous review industry. And I don't know if that's a bad thing at this point. You'll have to let me know in the comments below. Multiple regulatory bodies are already investigating. The FTC is going to be looking at unfair and deceptive practices. State attorneys...
If you don't know what the FTC is, that's the feds. The feds is going to eventually get involved in this. And when the feds get involved in it, and it goes public, because the feds, they'll sit on something for years and don't do nothing about it. But when the public and the Congress get involved in it, that's when the feds are going to start locking some of these women up or filing lawsuits.
State attorneys general in California and New York claim to have already opened inquiries. Seems a little fast, but hey. European data protection authorities are coordinating in response under GDPR, and this could result in T being banned from operating in the EU entirely. It seems like government can move really quickly when they want to. Go figure.
That's because somebody in Congress probably done got doxed. That's why they're moving fast. If it don't pertain to wealthy people, like the whole Diddy situation, if Diddy wouldn't have sued that liquor company, he would probably be still throwing orgy parties right now.
Soon have a data breach, and all the posts that people have made on there will not be anonymous anymore. And all the women who have been lying will be exposed for their lies.
They were busy over there trying to expose human. Notably, the breach affected only legacy data, users who signed up before February 2024. He says they no longer require photo ID uploads and migrated newer data to a more secure system. Too late now. Driver's licenses and face pics. T quickly said they detected the unauthorized access, hired third-party cybersecurity experts, and are investigating. They also stressed that no phone numbers or emails were leaked, and that newer users weren't impacted, but they were wrong. Yet users are terrified. Self-identifying photos and government IDs have been publicly available. Some are wondering, how do I even know if I'm in the leak? Online forums are flooded with outrage. One Reddit user said they just left the images in a public cloud storage bucket. Defenses like banning screenshots didn't prevent the breach. As you can see, a lot of people on TikTok were recording their screen with other devices. Users were already capturing that content external and sharing it to the public. So what's the takeaway? This app was built to protect women, but in fact, it exposed them. It raises huge questions. Can platforms that demand personal data be trusted with it? Are legacy systems a ticking time bomb in app development? And how do we balance anonymity and accountability in online safety spaces? Ultimately, it's about systems that fail. T's core promise was trust, yet his technical infrastructure betrayed that trust. The breach didn't happen via a hack in the traditional sense, but due to negligence.
She's right. It's exposing not just how dirty these women are, but the men that they choose to sleep with. It just proves that they love the cookies and the rays that they claim to hate. They love them. They love the drug dealers. They love the guys who don't got no jobs, who got a bunch of kids.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I keep telling you guys. The guys who ain't got no job, sleeping on their mama couch, those women don't get no, those men don't get no pussy. They don't get no play. These women are going after upper middle class guys, wealthy guys, and guys who might be Pookies and Ray Rays, but they're rich Pookies and Ray Rays. Dope boys.
Ain't no way that this app is exposing all these men and they all deal with them. Why does he have 10 women on his roster and he ain't got no job, no car, got a bunch of kids, got 5 different women? How does he even have a chance? How come this man has a girlfriend and all of y'all know him?
He doesn't. See, that's the problem I have with some of these content creators. They got to understand, I've been in the hood of America. I've dealt with women that will come into your life. They really don't want to be there, but they have to be there because they need resources. And while you at work, they're texting the people that they really want to be with. They're sleeping with the guys that they really want to be with. The Pookies and the Ray Rays, they ain't getting no play.
And don't tell me that y'all don't know y'all don't. Don't tell me y'all don't know that. These women do not have morals, self-respect. They sure don't give a damn about no other woman. They don't care about that. They don't care about hurting another woman. They get off of it. This app has opened the door for them to literally scout out other people's game.
Y'all might want to think twice before posting y'all nigga up on that T page to try to clock anything, because if anything, them bitches is scrolling and shopping for niggas. Once again, they're scrolling and shopping for niggas. So if them comments start saying, oh, his dick is good and he eat coochie good, baby, they're gonna start getting ass out. They're gonna start following your nigga. That motherfucking T app, that's like the Sheen for niggas. Well, it's really for bitches, but you know, it's niggas on there. So y'all all gotta be cool. Then I'm just starting to feel like most of the girls that's posting about these niggas is literally just mad because they probably got fucked in lesbian. Now they just got all this tea on them whole time. Like, no, be pissed. Half of that and majority of it be real, but it's like, do you really have tea on this man, or is you really just mad because you got fucked in lesbian? Like, you know? Because y'all gonna be mad if they make an app for us, and I think it's already in the works, or they already did something like that. So a lot of these bitches ain't angels, including myself. So please spare me, because I ain't post none of you niggas. But I'm just saying, like, y'all better be cool playing on people's. She
basically admitting she done had a train ran on her. She done had 2 or 3 guys at one time. She one of the women who ain't talking. She one of the ones who ain't saying nothing about guys on T app. She basically let you know, man, don't post my naked pictures. Don't post my videos.
Right. Then what's getting me is y'all putting that gay tag on people that probably ain't even gay. I could see, like, if you got valid evidence, but it's just like, that's really tarnishing of somebody's character. Like, y'all need to get sued.
I'm gonna delete my account on the T app because some of you bitches are fucking dumb and fucking weird. You have one brain cell that rattles in your skull like a goddamn maraca. Tell me why I'm on the fucking T app and some weird ass bitch is posting another woman and talk about she fucking other people's niggas, stop talking to her if she fucked my man. Bitch, this is not the app for this. It's not. And then I'm hearing some of you dizzy dick whores are like sending screenshots and screen recordings to the men that's being posted in the chat. Y'all are not girls. Y'all are dumbass bitches, dumbass pick-me's, and I don't fuck with y'all.
No, they're not. Those women that screenshot and send it to the guy are women who know that guy and know you're lying. You got to understand something. When you reach the age of 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, there are people who have been knowing you for a long time. So when you got this bitter ass woman who that guy dated, fucked, and dumped, get online and lie about him, that woman's going to be like, oh, hell no, I know that ain't him. I know him personally. The gay comments, the physical abuse comments, all of that. They be like, oh no, I know him. He ain't like that. You got him messed up. This is what's happening.
The point of the T app is to warn other women about whether or not the person they're dating is a goddamn predator, an abuser, or a cheater, or all three. And what do you do? What the fuck do y'all do? Y'all go and report back to the people that may have allegations against them. You are putting people in fucking danger, you stupid bitch. Like, anyway, it's been fun. It's been real. We should have kept this app under wraps, because
shout out to my family members, females in my family, because you know they've been trying to get on the app, and they're gonna let me know, because they know you. The bitter women that you might have done slept with and dumped because she's a whore, or she's running around here throwing her ass up at everybody, she might get on that app and try to scandalize your name. But the females in your family, they know that, no, we ain't finna do that. They gonna put a stop to it.
Y'all gonna get somebody killed, and it'll be
the T app, not for myself, but to see what was on there. And honestly, I firmly lost the plot, because I'm looking at these comments, and people in the comments like, oh yes, sis, don't go for him. People like, Uncle Lupa ain't got a shrimp. Wait, that's
y'all heard her. They're using it how they want to use it. They're using to find a man with a big penis who they can sleep with, who won't get, like, they don't care. What? I just put them in. I'm about to come back there. These damn little bugs, man. Close my door, please. All right, it was in 2 minutes. So again, they don't like that. They don't like for you to put another woman on blast.
I don't know why that shit didn't occur to me earlier. You bitches be getting trains ran on y'all. That's why you sit here making these TikToks cop and plea. You don't want to play no more about the T app. They making a Reddit page. You're fucking panicking, bitch. You bitches that are homebodies is about to be exposed because you catch a lot of bodies in that home. It's up and it's stuck. And honestly, like I said, for the guys too, I gotta play fair. You can't sue if it's true. Defamation of character is not a thing if you fucking did it, bitch. Hey man, it's not my business what happened in y'all bedroom. But stop trying to get everybody on this fucking bandwagon that it's not that deep, or it's not that serious, or we need to chill, this and that, whatever. Nah, bitch, we're nosy. We live in a generation where motherfuckers is nosy as fuck. That's not information that you could just leave out, okay? Like I said in my first video, play ball. But I'm thinking everybody like me, you feel me? I be chilling. Listen, I've had my good old days, whatever. It wasn't too crazy. However, you bitches have had your good days. You bitches went through an actual hoe phase. I ain't really do all of it. I've had my fair share, but I ain't do all of that to a point where a motherfucker could get on the app and be like, oh my god, she fucked the entire city. Oh my god, it was 2 niggas in the room with their pants down to their fucking ankles. Like, you feel, that shit is wild. That shit is wild. Like, where your dad at? Like, I have to, like, if I gotta give the men shit for it, I gotta give the women shit for it too.
But again, this is, women are mad because they don't want to be exposed. You're supposed to think that only the men, because think about it though. If all these men are messing with all these women, the women have to all be just as bad as him. Because he can't cheat or do what he does without a woman available to do it. Because they know and they don't care.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
Bringing the business.